Good day, everyone. Today we're going to present our topic in Unit 4, which is the types of material evaluation. To formally start, let me properly introduce ourselves. By the way, I'm Janior Hermano Jatico.
And I am Latijan J. Gemodo,
your presenter of the day. Without further delay, let's get started. Types of materials evaluation. So in Unit 4, which is the types of material evaluation, we're going to tackle its definition, why should we evaluate materials, and what are the types of material evaluation. So, without further ado, let's get started. This unit presents the types of material evaluation in which it helps the learners or students in their academic performance in school by systematically measuring the appraisal value or potential of materials used by teachers in relation to their objectives. There are two types in evaluating materials. These are internal evaluation and external evaluation. Learning outcomes. The students are expected to first is identify what is material evaluation. Next is why should we evaluate materials and types of material evaluation, external and internal. Pre-test direction. Write your name if the statement is true, and if it's false, write your family name. Number 1. Materials evaluation is an important matter in ensuring the effectiveness of the learning materials used by teachers. Number 2. Materials evaluation is a procedure that involves measuring the potential value of a set of learning materials. Number 3. The external evaluation is the stage in which we have to analyze the extent to which the aforementioned factors stated in the internal evaluation stage match up with the internal consistency and organization of the materials. This is according to McDonough et al., 2013, page 58. Number 4. The internal evaluation focuses on the outer or explicit part of examining the blurb or the claims made on the cover of the teacher's or student's book. And number 5, we evaluating the materials in order to the teacher or program developer can make decision on selecting the appropriateness course book. What is material evaluation? According to Tomlinson 2003, materials evaluation is a procedure that involves measuring the potential value of a set of learning materials. So it involves making judgments about the effect of the materials on the people using them. So evaluation tries to measure some or all of the following. First is the attraction of the materials to the learners. Next is the effectiveness of the materials. Example, is what they teach worth teaching? Next is the reliability of the materials. Example, would they have the same effect with the different groups or target learners? Next is the ability of the materials to interest the learners and the teachers. Next is the ability of the materials to motivate the learners and the flexibility of the materials. Example, the extent to which it is easy for a teacher to adapt the materials to suit a particular context. So that's the definition of the material evaluation, which could help the materials to become presentable and meaningful. And we also point out the specific target or measures in evaluating the materials. So next, we're going to tackle why should we evaluate the materials. We need to evaluate the materials because according to Sheldon 1988, first is by evaluating materials, the teacher or program developer can make decision on selecting the appropriate course book. So the teacher and the program developer had the power to decide which is suitable or appropriate to the materials they made. Second is, moreover, evaluation can familiarize the teacher with the potential weaknesses and strengths of materials. Yes, which is true because after evaluating, you will come up some idea or knowledge in your materials, whether if it's effective or not, so you will really know about the strength as well as the weaknesses of your materials. And the last one is, material evaluation can be another way of action research, developing our understanding of the functions of materials. Yes, because if we knew that our materials is not an effective one, we think And by that, we are understanding or studying the impact and roles of the materials to the students in order to become functional in all aspects. So, those are the three basic reasons to evaluate the materials according to Sheldon, 1988. So, let's proceed or move on to the main topic of this unit, which are the types of material evaluation, and to be discussed by my beautiful partner, Miss Letty Jane Gemodo.
So thank you very much, partner. So at this point, for us to know what external evaluation and internal evaluation really are, I am going to discuss their significance and why should we have to learn these two dimensions. So external evaluation. So external evaluation is an evaluation of a program or project phase that is neither ongoing or nearing completion. It helps to make decisions by evaluating and identifying future options. So, Tomlinson calls external evaluation as an analysis that asks questions about what the materials contain, what they aim to achieve, and what they ask learners to do. So, for example, students want to build a great task that must be suitable for them to have accomplishments in terms of identifying the exact way of having a successful task. And they would hire a professional to evaluate all of their efforts and their potential to measure the right way to achieve the external evaluation methods. So, by having an expert evaluator on your team, it can help your program's evaluation process and findings by bringing specialized knowledge, ability, objectivity, credibility, accuracy, and perspectives. So, when we are going to make a project, it is vital to hire an external evaluator. So, internal evaluation. So internal evaluation is that we have to analyze the extent to which the aforementioned factors stated in the external evaluation stage match up with the internal consistency and organization of the materials. So internal evaluation entails asking good questions, acquiring relevant data and information, and interpreting the results. It might be shaped by our values and our community. It is a necessary component of the course for all students. It allows students to demonstrate the application of their abilities and knowledge while also allowing them to explore their personal interest without the time and other restrictions that may come. Furthermore, internal evaluation refers to the appraisal of students' performance based on their internal performance, while external evaluation refers to the evaluation of a student's performance by exterior. So those are the important objectives that may help us to conduct a needed things that for us we are being able to get the potential, the ability to sum up with evaluating materials, and to process the accuracy of dealing evaluations. Learning Activity 1. Direction. Explain each of the questions comprehensively and write your answers in the short bond paper. Number 1. What is materials evaluation? And how can it help improve the learning materials? Number 2. What are the two types of materials evaluation and their corresponding rules? Number 3. Why is it the internal and external intertwined to each other in making learning materials? Learning Activity 2. After reading or listening in the types of materials evaluation, write your thoughts, insight about it. It should be consist of 250 words or above and make sure there is an introduction, body, and conclusion. Assessment. Direction. Write T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Number 1, evaluating the materials is just a waste of time. Number 2, learning materials should be appealing in the eyes of the students or listeners. Number 3, the internal and external are both types of materials evaluations. Number 4, the internal and external are intertwined to each other. Number 5, is materials evaluation really helps in improving one's learning materials?
So this is the end of our presentation, guys. I hope you learned some knowledge or ideas while we are presenting.
Thank you very much for watching.